Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video. For today's project, I am featuring this new designer series paper. You're going to find it in the annual catalog at the back in the host section. I don't believe that Stampin' Up! Has ever offered designer series paper as a host benefit. This paper is called Pattern Party, and you get like 4 sheets. It's a big pack, 4 sheets of really fun, beautiful, that's the design I'm working with today, bright colors for the one side, and then black and white for the other side. So here's some hearts, and here's some, I would call that scallops, and some leopard print, stripes, just some very muted granny apple green color, muted misty moonlight color, muted, I think that might be bumblebee, I'm not sure, polka dots, but look at the back. See the black gingham? Beautiful. And yeah, so this is what you could do, what you could get yourself if you were to host a party, or if you wanted to buy, you know, a party's worth of supplies yourself. And I often do that. So that's how I managed to get a hold of this beautiful paper. However, obviously, you don't have to use that paper. I'm just going to show you how to make a really cute window box. So this is a fold flat window box. It has paper on the outside and paper on the inside. This side opens up as well. So it's a window box that you could put a present in if you wished, or you could put a cookie maybe in it. Something that you would want to see on the inside. And I made the window using the rectangle stitched framelits, and we're going to make it together. So I'm going to leave, this is the one, as you can see, this is how they are put together. So I used the second one from the long strip for this project. Okay, so let's get scoring. All right, we're going to require a piece of cardstock that is 10.5 by 4.5. On the long side, we are going to score at 1/2. Whoops. 5, 5.5, and 10. We're going to flip it round to the short side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 1, 3.5, and 4. All right, we're going to fold and score all of our score lines. Alrighty, so now we're going to use our paper snips and we're going to cut away some stuff. All right, so we are going to cut up here, cut up here, cut up here, and the same with this side. We're going to wedge out these little tabs. We're going to cut off this one little square here. And again, leave these little tabs, this little square, edge out. Edge out. I'm going to edge out on this one and this one. And edge out on this one and this one. All right, so now start work on the other side. We are going to wedge out just a tad here and here, and then we're getting rid of a lot. So I can use my big scissors for this. Cut all this off. I know it seems like a lot. And then all of this side. Okay. This is what you should have left. So what we're going to do now is we're going to adhere the papers. Or one paper anyway. So this is going to be the front part of my box, right? So this is the bare naked side, and then there's two papers there. So we're going to take our adhesive, and I'm going to coat mine liberally. Okay, now I'm going to put my die on. I'm just going to use a little post-it note file tab, I guess you call it, and I'm going to hold that in place, and I'm going to bring my Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. I have platform 1, platform 2, and the acrylic plate, which is also a platform. And I'm going to put my piece in there. I'm going to cover it with another acrylic plate. And I'm on an uneven surface, you guys, so hang 10 here. It shakes and rattles because I'm on an uneven surface. It went through like a dream. I'm going to remove that post-it note. And there is my window, if you will. I'm going to save that for, I mean, you could put it on the back if you wanted. I'm going to save it for another project. Now, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use as close to the window as possible, if I can, my adhesive. This is Seal Plus. It is my favorite. Now, this is a window sheet. The window sheet is sized 2 by 4. I always try to keep the tissue with it because I feel like my fingerprints get all over it. So this is a whoosh cloth. I use it for my technology, phones, tablets, all of the screens, and it works really well for a window sheet. So I hopefully have removed any fingerprints. And now I'm just going to adhere it with the tissue on. so that I can rub my fingers along the tissue. And I can even put a bone folder here and rub down that adhesive without scratching my window sheet. Then I can peel my window sheet up and I have shiny plastic. All right, so now we just have to make sure whichever way this looks best. It doesn't really matter, but I think it would look silly if you went that, you know, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to, not as much adhesive this time, just around the edges. And pop this in the center. So I don't know if I mentioned that the designer series paper here is 2 1/8 by 4 1/8, and the window sheet is 2 by 4, and this is 2 1/8 by 4 1/8. All right, so all we need to put it together. So again, with the Seal Plus, and fold it like that, fold the edge on it, give that a burnish, give it a burnish this way, fold in the little tabs, fold in the 1/2 inch pieces here. Try not to get them caught on the paper on the inside, because you can do that. And there it is. Such a fun little box. Now I'm going to reach into my cup of die cuts. All right, so I ended up taking a look at, this is a brand new stamp set. It's called Inspired Thoughts. And I really liked the You Make a Difference Everyday sentiment. So I think that I was thinking about hello too, but this is a really nice stamp set. I quite like it. I love the font. That's why I bought it. I bought it for the font. Anybody of you do that? Okay, so I haven't used it yet, so I'm just going to season it. Beautiful. And these dies cuts come from, slightly crooked, Sue, do better. These die cuts come from the Messages die. Okay, I'm going to put a little dimensional adhesive on the back of these. I like the fact that there's stitch detail along the sentiment piece and on the window as well. Anyway, you can see all the supplies I used today listed down below in the video's See More section or in the supplies section of my blog. The links will take you to my Canadian online store. So if you wanted to make a purchase, I thank you very much. And thank you for watching. And bye for now.